Good morning, guys. Today is one of those days where my body hurts. And I woke up grumpy and cranky. And usually my body pain is due to pressure changes. And of course, I come outside to see what the sky looks like. And it's beautiful. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. After another coolish day yesterday and a very cool night, I wake up and it's spectacular today. And I get frustrated and mad at myself that, I wake up and I have a day where I hurt and I don't want to do anything. And it's just one of those things I said, I need to change this attitude. And so I come outside and I'm looking at my corn and it's so cute. And it makes me stop and it makes me just kind of think about dreams and the future. And I don't like to think too much into the future because we don't know what it holds and what could happen from moment to moment. But it's neat to just dream. And, I love when I can be in a bad mood and I can come out here and I can look at plants and then I see this, a little animal that he's not even mine, but I love him so much. And he loves us, and he comes out here and he says, you know what, I choose you guys, your family. And I come out here and I look at this garden and I worked so hard all season on it, and it's not where I wanted it to be, but yet it was more than what I had last year, and then I'm thankful. And I don't know, it's just one of those things where I want so much more, but I worry of health and things like that it may not be possible, but I can't help but want to dream. And so I guess it's just kind of left me in a spot where I want to be in prayer and hope for the future of being able to have my family take a property and grow it up together. And well, good morning.
Good morning.
I have a little friend that came to say hello. Hi, Wybie. So anyway, I don't know. I had an interesting dream. I called my mom, or my mom called me this morning, and we were just chatting with our morning chat, and I was telling her how I had dreamt some random dream that I was walking in my neighborhood, and I was walking back towards my house, and my dad was here in the front of my house, and he was standing right here fixing a faucet. Ironically, there's no faucet there, but I walked up and I said, Dad, what you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm just fixing your water here. I'm just, turning it off and fixing it. And I was like, oh, thanks, Dad. You take such good care of us. I love you. And then I woke up. Like, how random is that? But it just made me realize, again, how much I want to be able to have a property where we can be together and I can enjoy time with my parents, and especially with retirement getting close. And, I want to do life with them. And even though we're close to each other, it's far enough apart that Mom and I can't be in the garden together. And the kids can't, be easily in the garden and helping with the animals. And, my mom wants chickens and she wants an emu just like us. And, it's just one of those things like, oh, these are the dreams. I want it so bad. One of the things in my dad's culture in Puerto Rico and stuff is that the family stays close together. I remember stories of his aunts and my aunts and uncles having property, and they're all next door or across the street and kitty corner to each other, and they would just pop into each other's houses like they lived there even though they didn't, have a cup of coffee and share food. And I've always wanted that. That's my dream. I think that's why this homesteading thing has been such a bug in my ear for the last, 10 years or so. It started when I had Naya, my first kiddo. And it's just something that it doesn't die. And so I'm kind of just saying, Lord, you know what I want. You know our financial situation. You know our health limitations. Help us to make this possible so we can give you the honor and glory, and help each other do life, because it's just getting harder and harder to do life, and especially do life separate. I really want to go back to our homesteading roots where, families worked together, they stayed together, they just spread out more. So anyway, that's just where I'm at today. I'm in this place of dreaming and praying and hoping and, working in the meantime. But I guess, even though we get older and we think, things won't happen, it takes God out of the equation. And so this is where, I lift up that prayer and say, I would really like to do this. I want us to all have single level living where we don't have stairs to deal with. And, just to be able to, have goats and have milk and just grow our own stuff. And it's such a desire of my heart. But in the meantime, and if it never happens, I guess, it goes back to just staying where you are and being content and blessed with what you have, which I most definitely am. But there could be so much more. There could be so much more. And so, I don't know, that part excites me. So we came out yesterday, and we were harvesting sunflower seeds out of the sunflowers we pulled a few weeks back. And we got quite a few, and I haven't even done the ones in the backyard yet. But these are the heads that are still drying. That's the bag of the giant ones. This is the little smaller black guys, even smaller ones. And then I have lettuce seeds that I'm starting to pull that had happened out here too. So as Rylan, who was just out here with YB, the rabbit, and I were pulling this, we had a neighbor walk in her pupper, and we got chatting, and I got to meet her once before. My mean little Chihuahua bolted out the door and went after her little schnauzer because he doesn't like to make new friends. Yeah, let's see if I can show you him. He's staring at me from the window. See? He doesn't like to make new friends. And so he went after that poor little pupper and scared her to death. And I was mortified because my child was not kind to a new friend. And yesterday, as she was walking, she literally stopped to make sure my door was shut before she walked by, which I had to kind of snicker at. I don't blame her, even though he's small and didn't do damage. He was still a stinker. But we got chatting, and it just made me happy to actually learn a name. And I even offered bounty from the garden to her. So I'm hoping she comes by with her pupper today and can take some of the stuff that I pulled for her. I would actually love to have a little lemonade stand, but for veggies, that we could put here for the stuff that is excess to our family. I could share with my neighbors. It would just make my heart so completely happy to be able to share the excess. I've always loved, being able to do something and bless other people with it, whether it be crafts or arts or time. The gift of helps has always been very high on my life, and so it makes me so happy when I can do that. And so I told my husband, I was like, that's something I would really like to do next year. I want to get rid of more of this grass, at least do kind of a section here, or maybe this way of another raised garden bed. I don't know yet. We still get a lot of sun in the late afternoon, which is kind of nice. Look at this cat. How can you not love this beast? He follows me around like he's a dog. Stewie. He's such a good cat. Oh. So anyway, I'm very, very happy about what we were able to harvest yesterday. The Lemon Boy tomato. Oh my goodness. My daughter's favorite tomato. She is saying we have to grow these every year now. They turn yellow. And so I've got quite a few of them still kind of growing in there and peeking. And the rest of them are golden. These guys, they just get orange. And then these ones over here, this one and this one, they're red. That one back there is also a little golden one. So those were the two my mom gave me, those golden guys. Peppers, we just pulled off another pepper this morning. They're getting tall. I think they're going to do okay, even though we keep getting more cold. This little guy, this is a black cherry, and I'm wondering if these guys don't stay tiny like the current ones. This is the biggest one on here. And I don't know, it is a very finicky little plant. It does not, neither one of them, and I don't know if these two are the same, but neither one of them get very big tomatoes, and they both wilt very fast, very easily. Like if I don't water them, they're almost near death when I come out in the evenings. And so those guys are very, very finicky, which is funny. I've never had a tomato that sensitive before. So anyway, I'm hoping we can get a couple of those to make it to maturity to see if they even taste good and whether or not I would even mess with them next year. But these guys are, next year I definitely have to do something different because I definitely, these tomato cages are not the best for trellising tomatoes on. They just, they bend and fold, and it's not enough. They get huge. And I don't want to stunt their growth because I love the jungle. They make such a beautiful little jungle. So these are the seeds that I started. I don't even know if this is an effort to pursue. I mean, I already started them and I'm going to let them do their thing, but I don't think they're going to survive. We are just getting way too cold in the evenings. My daughter froze last night and she only had a fan on in her bedroom. And she's got critters in the room with her, and so they were all cold this morning. So we already have to start making changes to her room and, get heating pads for the reptiles. And she's got hermit crabs and lizards and the mantises that we did a video of. They're all in her room, and so when they get cold, they don't do well. And so she's also got the turtle in her room, just because her brother didn't have room in his room. And so they were all so cold this morning, and so it was like, okay, we're gonna have to go get some more heating pads and some lights, and probably take the air conditioner out of her room already because it's getting too cold too quick. Look at all the yellow. Can you see that? Oh my goodness. It's just everywhere. The tree is already covered in yellow leaves, and it's coming so fast. I cannot believe, I really did think we were going to have a longer summer this year, and the plants speak otherwise. It is just evident that it's coming, and it's coming quick. So yeah, I definitely think I'm going to stick to just trying to prepare for next year, and kind of, let things just do what they want to do. The fall plants do what they want to do. And I'll plant those little seedlings I started. I can kind of come in here and till this up. And I got to pull all these guys because they've all got the powdery mildew. But yeah, it's changing quick. So anyway, I just want to kind of share my heart this morning. I haven't let go of dreams, and it's fun to hope, and I definitely pray. I just definitely pray that I can have a little commune. I would love to be able to have space where we homestead together. And so that's my prayer. That's my dream. We'll keep working as we go, but oh my goodness, I definitely want to try and start putting things in place that we can start working towards that. So that's it, guys. Grow as you go. Have a blessed day. I'll talk to you next time.